Hi Moon Tribe, my name is Haley and this is Moon Tribe Tarot. It's nice to meet you all. This is the very beginning of my journey on YouTube and I hope that I can be of help to people. And I'm incredibly fucking nervous because I have never done this ever. I've been reading for 6 years and professionally for 2, and this is the first time I was like, you should probably start doing this. This is probably what you need to do. So this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Forgive me if I don't know completely all the astrological Venus, like ascendant astrological stuff, because I'm going to learn as I'm doing this. But this is a general message for anybody that needs it for the month of December 2019 for Taurus. If you would like to book a reading with me, all the information to book a reading with me will be linked down below if anything resonates with you and you would like a more private reading. This is, however, very general. If something does not resonate with you, it is not meant for you. Take what comes in, what you need to hear, and leave what doesn't. Can I have the general message for Taurus for the month of December 2019? We're doing a cross of truth. I decided to shuffle on camera so you can see them actually doing it. Basis. Right off the bat, probably a love reading. This is general, but most of the time the people that come to me are asking for love and relationship help. So this could be anything. I'm just going to read it how I see it. In your basis, you have the King of Wands. King of Wands is fire, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. He would be a leader, somebody in a good position. He would be artistic, fiery, passionate, sexual, husband kind of basis. So your basis is a literal Aries, or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius individual. If it does not have to be an actual fire sign in order for him to show up. Desires. So this is a weird card to get for desires. We get the Nine of Swords. I'm going to put clarity for that. Typically when I get the Nine of Swords as a desires, it's kind of like you want to be stuck it's kind of like you want to be stuck in fear, almost kind of like the Eight of Swords where you trap yourself. It's kind of like you almost want to live with the fear because it's all you know. But can I have a clarity card for the Nine of Swords, please? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Wands. So whatever this is something that you've been carrying, and I feel like burden is mostly all that you know, and it's comfortable with you. I feel that you. Okay, I'm getting a very certain kind of I'm getting a very certain kind of message for some of you that a lot of the times you either get abandoned or you're expecting to carry a heavy load, which is the Ten of Wands. Is like, it's a penultimate, but it also means the end of carrying a heavy load. But it represents just carrying this heaviness, and it happens repeatedly. I feel it's happening repeatedly, so I feel like it is the thing that you are most comfortable with, because I'm getting the very strong feeling that you really don't know much else other than burden. And it's comfortable to you, even though you're like, no, I don't want this. Are you kidding? I don't want to feel like this. Our brain tricks us because sometimes our brain tricks us into feeling that we need this, even though we really don't. It could be a disorder. I personally, right off the bat, hey YouTube, I have borderline personality disorder, so it could suit people that have this type of personality disorder. I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying that this to me is reminiscent of somebody that is struggling with the idea of happiness because they don't know it, and they'd rather be stuck in this fear because they'd rather have what they know than what they don't. They'd rather be afraid than be like, oh, I don't want to trust this new person. I'd rather be scared and wallow myself. Even though you don't actually want that, our brain tricks us into believing that. The Queen of Swords. I gotta remember where I was. Basis, desires, helpful. Okay, so this is helpful messages. The Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, female energy. So I need to mention that the king and queens are of higher standard mentality-wise. So you got Page, Knight, King, and Queen. King and Queen are the same thing. They're just different gender. In my deck, it's a gender bender, but this is definitely probably a female. The Queen of Swords represents a female who would see her truth as her truth. She would wield her truth, which is logic and thoughts, analytically and logically. She'd be your best friend, but the second somebody betrayed her trust, bam, bye, bitch. That's that kind of energy. But this is helpful for you. So it's kind of saying that even though you are, there we go. Okay. I see hostility to somebody, or I'm seeing hostility to the idea of accepting other people in your life. And I kind of feel like you are of this power where you're like, you have, the Queen of Swords is a no-nonsense bullshit kind of woman. She's that kind of female power, self-empowerment card. I think as all queens are, but more so, she's very cold and she's very cutthroat. Like if she sees something in somebody that she doesn't like, if there's a certain thing that they're giving her and she's like, nope, she cuts that out of her life. So I'm reading this as somebody that doesn't tolerate anything, but a very strong, independent woman. But I definitely see isolation in the sense that she kind of, this is helpful. It is saying that you are your own best friend, but in the same line, in the same vein, I'm kind of getting the feeling that this isn't always helpful to you, even though it is coming up for you right now. It's saying that you are your own defender. You are defending yourself. So if this person doesn't turn out to be the way that you want them to be, you can just cut them out. Now, I'm not saying that's like the right way to do it. To just like cut whoever you want out of your life. Obviously, make sure that you have all of your ducks in a row. Make sure that you have all the answers before you do this. But at the end of the day, you have yourself to depend upon. I feel very strongly that you know what you need. In the in the opposing, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords is somebody who is cheating, manipulative, takes things, steps on toes on purpose. That's more of a Five of Swords energy. But the Seven of Swords energy is somebody that steals, deceptive, somebody that's cunning, very sly, would go behind your back. And sometimes you might not even know that this is happening, but this is going against you. So I'm afraid, or I'm reading this and I'm feeling that it might be that you have somebody in your line of sight, whoever is in your line of sight right now. I'm afraid that there might be somebody that you are dealing with that you don't know the full truth to, or they have already shown you signs of kind of being deceptive. Keep this in mind. Keep in mind who you keep around your energy in the month of December 2019, because there's definitely something cunning at play. There's somebody, I don't want to just be like, oh yeah, you have like a cheater or a backstabber on your hands, but this is definitely that kind of energy of somebody who is deceptive. Some sort of deception is playing out, and you might not necessarily see it at first, but keep your guard up. If this comes in and you don't need it, you know to get rid of it. And the outcome. So this is very interesting for how this has played out, but the outcome is the Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups, to me, is a nostalgic card. It represents giving a gift to somebody. It's a nostalgic card, so it can very, very oftentimes signify that somebody is coming back into your life. And this could be a card for an ex. It could be somebody coming in for a second chance. So the timeline I'm seeing, from what I'm reading right now, is kind of a very, very clear, the way that I'm reading it. I feel like you have somebody in your line of sight that has probably come back or is about to come back, and they might be an ex. It doesn't even have to be an ex. It could be a family member, a best friend. When I say that this is a general meaning, I do mean it. It could be love, relationship, family, coworker. It could be anything. Keep that in mind. It could be anything. Don't be like, my boyfriend's cheating on me, or my boyfriend might be doing this bad thing behind my back. It could be anything. It doesn't have to necessarily mean that this person is actually cheating. It's general. But my message is definitely that I feel very strongly for at least some of you that need to hear this, is that you have somebody coming back into your timeline. I feel like it's possible that this person could have done a lot of damage before, and this is probably why you're feeling very heavy, very feeling isolated. Even though I didn't get isolation cards, I did get the feeling, since it was a desire to be afraid, that you were trapping yourself into this fear. So I feel like somebody is going to come back in the month of December for you and at least offer some emotion. Be careful from who you accept emotion from, especially since we had the Seven of Swords in the against messages opposing you. So just keep this in mind, that this person might have already done this. If they are coming in for a second chance, allow them to say what they need to say before doing what you need to do. Because at the end of the day, all you have to do is do what you need to do for yourself. You have to be your own strong bitch. And I know that I'm saying, oh, this is a female, like I did say that. But it could be vice versa. If the energy fits with you, then that's how it fits. Let's have a card of advice to sum this reading up, which is very interesting to me because I am a Taurus, Aries, cusp of power. I almost forgot. Not astrologically inclined at all. Okay. Can I have a card for advice for Taurus for the month of December 2019? Can I have an advice card to sum up this whole thing? What do they need to know? Four of Wands came out in reverse, but the whole deck was reversed. Alright. Alright. This isn't bad. This is really good advice. Reading it. Reading this all together with the advice card, I still want you to follow my advice. Take everything with a grain of salt. From me and from this person, if this person does come back into your life, take it with a grain of salt. Be careful with who you let back in. You know that you can trust yourself at the end of the day. But the advice is to start building a sturdy foundation. This is celebrations. This is building for financial security. This is even marriages. And like, I don't want to completely say that, but this could have been a relationship in the past. It could be a future relationship. The advice here is to build upon it. And I'm not telling you, if this person is toxic, oh, get back into a fucking relationship with them, because that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying right now, keep it in mind, like I'm going to keep I'm going to keep pushing this on you, that this person might have other things in mind. We don't know. This is a very general message. Keep it in mind that this person might have already done this, and they might be coming back to apologize for it. The message here is to build for stability, regardless of that fact. And I'm not saying if this person is toxic to let them in. Obviously, you know better. You know better. But it is starting to, if something had broken in the past and they're coming back for a chance to fix things, whether it be for a friendship, like a family friendship, a family relationship, a romantic relationship, whatever kind of connection it is saying to work on making this stable. In at least some sense, for at least some of you, there is stability here. I'm not going to 100% say there's a relationship here, but it is saying to build for stability. I feel like in the month of December, you're going to have at least, there's going to be a huge amount of either an apology or some sort of nostalgia. But since I'm a Taurus, I'm looking at this as I'm like, ooh, this is good shit. Give me some of that energy, please. Can I have some? This is not a bad spread. The most that I want to caution you against is this. It could even be that somebody in the past had been doing things that weren't aligned with their true self, and they're coming back for an apology. It could be a number of things. Just keep in mind that if you, at the end of the day, need to get rid of this person, which is not, I'm not saying just do that 100%, they're gone. If this person doesn't resonate with what you need, obviously do not keep it around. If it is something that you would like to work around, that it is safe and healthy to work upon, if you would like to make new beginnings, the advice here is that you can in the month of December. Alright, my Moon Tribe, it was so nice talking to you and getting to know you a little bit through the tarot. Please like, share, subscribe, give me a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Again, if you would like a reading with me, I have posted all of my information down below for all the ways that you can get a hold of me with in general. Please take care. Happy holidays. I'm sure I'll be what my schedule is. I'll probably be doing weeklies or mid-monthlies. But it was very nice to meet all of you. Happy holidays if I don't see you until then. Peace out, my Moon Tribes.